I'm that person. But it's not about me. It's never been about me. It's not my time yet. Every time somebody comes to try to bring me something or start something, I love you. I'll say it's not my time. Now it's my time. All the funding, I have done so many interviews last week about Amada, about LAPD, and about Black Lives Matter. Yesterday, Channel 1. Last week, Channel 11. Last week, Channel 7. Channel 4. Now you. If you really want to know who's doing the work, come to the street. That's why I'm so proud of your organization. Because what's going on is that they're giving the money, keep recycling the money to the same organizations. They need to come and ask the community, what do we want? And the reason why we so successful, the volunteers, because we in trenches and we in the streets.
Yes, ma'am.
You'll never hear about us unless you do a story like you doing. So me, you just seen a young lady, you just missed some more people, they homeless. They don't want to go to the shelter. They live in the community right here. If I go inside of here, you will see. This man next door made a home. I didn't tell nobody because he don't got nowhere to go. And many people, even once somebody stopped breathing in here, I had to save their life. I didn't even know they was in here. So I seen them swole up. And then I saved their life. Right now, we got CSP. You got the good officer in the daytime. You got the bad gang officers who putting cases on these young men. Good kids going bad. When CSP first came here to Imperial Courts to Watts, it was to bring community relation. Before CSP, Imperial Courts was doing it during the Peace Treaty in 1992. You had Dwayne Holmes, Dr. Perry Krause, Teresa Holmes. You had White Boy John, Player Parker, Huncho from Gray. You had Donnie from the Nickerson. You had Tony Borgard from Imperial Courts, and Player Parker, and many more names, Barbara Kennedy. You had a lot of names before they came up with this CSP. We was doing community relations. And I'm tired of people giving people money and our kids is over here suffering. People like us, come on baby, I'm right here, come on.
Is that Darrion right there?
I love you. You all right?
What's up, man?
Get you something, whatever you want.
What's going on?
Yeah,
How you feeling,
I
boy?
love you.
You all right? You staying out that place?
You want anything you want.
How's Nick?
Anything you want, Tony.
Yeah, he was in my
right
class
here,
at Locke
right
High
here.
School. He
But
didn't act a
funding-
fool at all because I told him I'll call
funding-
your grandmama.
That they talk about taking from LAPD need to come to the community.
Yes, ma'am.
The community need to run the community, not LAPD.
Yes, ma'am.
We can partnership, but we need to run our own community.
Yes, ma'am.
Every community needs their own secure community. When Tony Bogart was here, and all of us was working together doing with Bo Taylor, doing the Peace Treaty and Jim Brown and Skipp, we created security, our own security. You had your own corner. Whatever happened, if something happened on this side, I had to deal with it. Something happened on this side, you got to deal with it. We got to shut it down.
Yes, ma'am.
When you had a gang problem, sister, that's your area. You go over there. Who hood is that? Go shut it down. And that's what we need to go back to. The original way where Bo Taylor started, with Connie Rice and all of us and Jim Brown, we need to go all the way back to what Dwayne Holmes, Akila, Daoud taught us. Now I'm naming cartoon. I'm naming some names just the whole Watts.
I know.
Donnie,
yeah.
Hank, all of us. You need the female, run the female. I need to stay out of your lane. Right now I'm in your lane. I need to get out of the male lane and get in the female lane. So when the funding coming down, Skipp needs to say, here, chop it up like a pie. Okay, this is sister, this is Kathy, this is this person, this is this person. Until then, it ain't gonna work. They're gonna keep on starting these CSPs in every state.
I'll pay for it.
No, it's free.
Oh.
It's free. No, give it back to me.
Baby,
I'm gonna get you. It's free. Everything is free. Okay. Everything is free.
All right.
I love you.
I gave her $1. I thought it cost something.
Everything is free. Anything at 431 I'm the free candy lady. I'm the free restaurant. I'm the free cafe. You just see the homeless lady.
Yeah, so.
You got to sometimes just listen. I sit here. This is my office. Because I don't have an office, so I use my home. If I take you in there, you see all the snacks. You'll see all the lunch meat. You'll see all the burritos. Whatever I cook, you will see it, but it's coming out of my pocket. Nobody else is giving me funding. I don't have no food program that Skipp gonna help me with. The last time I met with you, Skipp told me he gonna help me. So, like I said, and I'm working with people who losing their kids. If they lose their kids, I go get them. I'm gonna say that again because that's the problem with our community. I know my neighbor, so if she got a problem, he got a problem. They lose their kids, their fathers, single mothers. Let's go get them. Them are our kids.
Yes, ma'am.
And let's get on the father and mother and show them the right way. Get them into the classes they need. If they want their kids back, they don't tell us that, so we can get custody of them and raise our black African American kids. And that's the way grandmama did it. Let's go way back to our ancestors in Africa. If your mom went there, she went in the field, the work, the granny, whoever's over the African tribe took care of the family, and we need to get back to that. And that's why, and one more thing before I leave. The reason why we ain't being blessed, because the male is not claiming these kids. The male kids don't know who their father is. So until we go back to our ancestors, where they took the male slave, took us as slave off the male off the home. So now you got the AFDC, Tanner County, whatever, Foster is taking what? The male off the home. So now you got a lot of new kids. It's finna fill up these prisons. Young people that me and Skipp is going, we court watchers. We are going to court with people, they losing their kids. They not saying, if you got an IEP, everything stop. I'm right here, baby. You can get something if you want something. Come on.
Come on in.
I'm not saying, because she didn't know if she could come over.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we against people. What we saying, if you're going to teach me right. If you're going to feed me, give me the spoon. Give me the plate to serve myself. We got to teach them. Well, I got it from the Black Panthers. The Black Panthers was right here. They took care of me while my mother was on drugs. Right here as I walked past the house on Gray Street and 113, right here. On Crocious and 113, right here. Between Gray Street and Crocious. They had our house on Crocious and 113. And when we walking right there across the street from the house project, they'll say, come here, hey, let me cut your hair, let me do your hair. They notice my clothes is dirty. Put this on, put this off. Give me your brothers and sisters. Did you do your homework? So all that is stand inside of me. Minister Tony, whatever he came and gave me. When I first started, Minister Tony was giving me food. Furcon was giving me food. Jim Brown was giving me money for trips. He would purchase the tickets and say, sister, I'm gonna get you a bus, here you go. Bo Taylor would bring the trip tickets or whatever I needed. I'm giving a barbecue, I need enough for 500 people. Bo said, come on, let me take you to the store, him and Skipp. No, for real.
Yeah, I know.
I gotta do something because it was just a shoot. We all need to be doing something at the same time. So we'll call Bow Wow, we'll call Bow Wow and Jordan down, Donnie over here, Cartoon and Hank them. Let's do this. So you can't have nothing unless we have it together. Because if I have something, it's gonna be a drive-by. If he has something and I'm not doing nothing, it's gonna be a drive-by. So they trained us. Both had meetings saying we all gotta be doing something at the same time. That's why you got all these murders. We're not doing that. We all ain't on the same page. We the organization is gang banging. They all getting the funding and not spreading it. Like Bo and Greg Nene from Kush. Greg Thomas, he spreaded it. Yo, spreaded it. Aquila, whoever was getting funded, spreaded the money. I'm gonna get money for the drawing down. I'm taking my money and spread it with Watts. It wasn't Pure Course money. It wasn't Nickerson money. When Greg Thomas and Aquila had money, it was Jordan Down money. But he said, if I'm gonna do Jordan Down, I gotta do Sister them too. I took kids when it wasn't no peace treaty to Aquila shop, to Bo Taylor shop. And when they walk in, they're like, whoa, sister, they in here. I say, I know, come on. And then they go back and tell the whole project. We had fun. We was jumping off the roof at Jim Brown house. Bo and Skipp took us, we had peace, simple. Bowling.
Yep.
Skipp would say, bring them down here, we finna skate and bowl. Skate or bowl, which one you wanna do? They wanna do both. Skipp was like, I gotta pay for it. I said, we ain't got no money. Skipp said, bring them anyway. Bring them anyway. I said, I don't got no money for no food, Skipp. He said, sis, how many kids you got? Bring them. We ain't turning no kids away. So that's where it go, and we gotta get back to the schools. You can get this whole street full of people that lie at the school to fight with bats or whatever. But tell them to come to a parent meeting, coffee with the principal, an IEP meeting. They saying, call sister. I call Skipp. Skipp leave me a lot. Skipp said, what happened, sister? I said, I'm in the middle of the street. I got the traffic on Avalon, and they having a big old fight. Skipp like, I'm on my way, sister. Where the police? What security? I said, I don't know. They said they can't cross the street.
And that's what kills me. I don't mean to interrupt the interview, but it's in my heart that sister and DC actually stopped the last thing that was going on at Locke. And Locke said, okay, well, we want to pay you. Skipp, can you hire them and give them 1 hour a day at the school? And I said, no, they got to have at least 4. They got to be inside the school and know what's going on. They got to figure it out before school is over with. They got to be able to talk to Smurf if it's some of them. They got to be able to talk to the 1180s, Cozy. They got to be able to do their work, man. You can't just have them out there for 1 hour. And the school said, okay, well, thank you anyway. And so we don't have a contract. When they do, and then she come back and do the work for free anyway.
I still
you know,
do.
that's
because
the,
after Skipp talked to
the
them,
bad
I had 12 boys from 108 Bloods jump a dude from 97 East Coast. But his mama called me. That is not my hood. But why? Because she trusts me. He said, sister, be up there with Skipp. She came over here. I said, I got you. Me and Perry finna come up there. Me and Perry went up there and sat with them. They thought he was in the clique that he wasn't. Because that was his cousin. Now you see what I'm saying? All the time it was over.
All right, y'all, we in the PJs. I done got emotional. Get to shouting because these school systems is foul. Don't want to pay for the work, and then sister come over here and DC come over here and do it for free anyway. It's an interview that Sister Soldier, this is Cynthia Mendenhall, and Watts. 2 of her sons were killed back to back within a 3-4 month process. 2006. Anyway, all right, y'all.